the audio and put it up once again.
Will your mouth still remember the taste of my love?
Any day now. All right, please enjoy. All credits go to our faculty advisor, Juan Nicolas Montoya, for the lovely video. Please clap. So, to really appreciate this year's conference, we would like to invite Ms. Janet Urday to take the floor and share some words with us. Please, applauses for our lovely headmistress.
Distinguidos directores, faculties, delegados e invitados. Es un honor dirigirme a ustedes en este momento tan significativo, el cierre de nuestra cuarta conferencia Modelo Naciones Unidas, organizada por nuestra institución educativa. Durante estos días hemos sido testigos de debates apasionados, negociaciones intensas y planteamientos de soluciones creativas. Ustedes han demostrado un compromiso con los ideales de las Naciones Unidas, evidenciando un espíritu de colaboración esencial para abordar los desafíos globales que enfrentamos hoy por hoy. Ustedes, delegados, han representado a naciones diversas y han aprendido que la diplomacia no solo es un acto de decisión, sino también de comprensión y respeto mutuo. A lo largo de la conferencia han enfrentado desafíos complejos que reflejan los verdaderos dilemas que enfrenta nuestra sociedad. Cada palabra pronunciada, cada resolución propuesta y cada compromiso asumido por cada uno de ustedes contribuye a la construcción de un mundo mejor, más justo y sostenible. Este evento no solo ha sido para ustedes, delegados, una plataforma para el intercambio de planteamientos, sino también un espacio para demostrar habilidades de pensamiento crítico, oratoria y redacción. El MUN desarrolla amistades duraderas y conexiones significativas entre jóvenes que en un futuro liderarán al mundo. Delegados, ustedes en esta conferencia han demostrado un compromiso con la resolución pacífica de conflictos, encontrando puntos en común, superando diferencias y construyendo consensos que buscan el bien común. Este espíritu de colaboración y diálogo es la verdadera esencia de las Naciones Unidas. El MUN coadyuva a formar seres empáticos, ciudadanos del mundo, conscientes de las realidades que afectan a cada rincón del planeta. Los invito a que sigamos cultivando el espíritu MUN, que la pasión por el diálogo, el respeto a la diversidad de opiniones y la búsqueda incansable de soluciones globales guíen a nuestros futuros esfuerzos. Agradecemos a todos los involucrados en esta cuarta conferencia Lord Byron MUN, a los directores de comités por liderar con entusiasmo, compromiso y paciencia, a los delegados por su dedicación, pasión y entrega, al secretariado que organizó Lord Byron MUN, cuarta edición, por hacer de esta conferencia un evento inolvidable. Finalmente, recordemos que las Naciones Unidas fueron fundadas sobre la premisa de que juntos somos más fuertes. Sigamos trabajando unidos, superando nuestras diferencias y construyendo un futuro que refleja los ideales de paz, justicia y prosperidad para todos. Los esperamos el próximo año en nuestra quinta edición Lord Byron MUN. Gracias y felicitaciones a cada uno de ustedes. Buenas tardes.
Thank you, Miss Janet, for always keeping us inspired and ambitious in everything that we do. And now we will invite our Secretary General, the lovely Gia Moroya, to also share some words. Please.
Oh, okay. Hello, everyone, dear delegates, faculty advisors, headmistress, teachers, and fellow LB staff. I want to keep this as short as possible because I know that we're all nearing the moment you've all been waiting for, the award ceremony. It's been 3 days of intense debate, surviving of maquis and pure adrenaline, all of which you've spent negotiating, drafting, and debating in each of your committees. Not to mention receiving amazing updates and making memories that will accompany you all throughout your academic journey. Most importantly, you have come together as a community to find a middle ground. With your participation, I consider this experience to have been successful. for being the second in-person conference. I hope I have met your expectations. I have seen delegates give wonderful speeches, passionately debating in moderated caucuses, and sometimes getting stressed out over deadlines. But I've also seen them let loose in the breaks and during roses, having fun and just enjoying their time with friends. I would like to thank Ms. Janet Urlay, our school's headmistress, for making all of this possible, for helping us along the way. Our committee directors, who have worked tirelessly before and during the conferences, to provide you with the best experience possible. I would also like to express our gratitude to our amazing secretariat. My Undersecretary General, Hinji Park, who you've probably seen running around and helping out in every committee. Ariana, Joanna, and Bautista, Director Generals of GAs, ECOSOCs, and specialized agencies, who helped us get the best directors for this conference and make sure your committees ran smoothly. Renata, Chief of Logistics, running around with badges, helping me all around. And last but not least, Maria Fernanda Lopez. Maria Fernanda Reyes, sorry, Muppet, I love you. Maria Fernanda Reyes, for helping me with the substantial affairs and outside communications, who took over the Instagram and the communications with your faculty advisors. Furthermore, the staff of logistics, cleaning, and MUN-related staff, who made all of this possible. When your directors needed a marker or when you spilled something, we are eternally grateful for all of your collaboration. All I hope is for that LBMUN has been an opportunity for growth, change, and betterment of U.S. individuals, because I know that this has taught us a lot about organization, flexibility, and friendship. I hope that LBMUN has been a memorable as it has been for us. And overall, LBMUN has been a wonderful experience. So now, without further ado, let's get on with the awards.
So, first, we're going to have the Sokyum Committee come up here and announce their awards. So, please welcome Juani.
We invite the directors from the Sokyum Committee to stand here so that they can receive the delegates and hand them out their awards. Firstly, on regards to the best position paper, we are handing it out to the delegation of Canada. Please, if you receive an award or a verbal commendation, approach here. Moving forward to the verbal commendations. The first verbal commendation goes to the United States of America. Also, we have another verbal commendation for the delegation of New Zealand. Kicking off the honorable mentions, we have the United Arab Emirates. Also, we have another honorable mention that goes to the delegation of Australia. Our last honorable mention goes to the delegation of South Africa. Now, our only outstanding delegate goes to Russia. And lastly, our best delegate goes to France. Thank you so much to all of the delegates who were part of the Sokyum Committee. Moving forward, we invite the director from the SPECBL Committee. SPECBL? Yes, they're going to take the picture. Congratulations to the Sokyum Committee. No, you can go. You can come up here. You can come up the stage to all of the delegates too. Sorry. Kicking off the SPECPO committee, the best position paper goes to the Russian Federation. You may approach. Moving forward, we have the first verbal commendation that goes to the United States of America. The second verbal commendation goes to Japan. The third verbal commendation goes to Germany. The first honorable mention goes to the United Kingdom. Our outstanding delegate is Russia. And lastly, but certainly not least, the best delegates for the SPECPO committee is France. Congratulations to the SPECPO committee. Moving on, we have the UN Women Committee. We invite the delegates from the UN Women. We must also announce that UN Women was the committee whose delegates bought the most amount of roses. So give it up for UN Women. Okay. The best position paper from the UN Women Committee goes to France. Our verbal commendation goes to Philippines. The second verbal commendation goes to Chile. The third verbal commendation goes to Thailand. Our last verbal commendation goes to Argentina. The first honorable mention goes to Russia. Moving on, the second honorable mention goes to Brazil. It is time to announce the outstanding delegate that goes to the United States of America. The second outstanding delegate goes to the delegation of China. And lastly, but certainly not least, the best delegate goes to France. Give it up for the UN Women Committee. Moving on, we have the World Health Organization, WHO. We invite the directors from WHO to approach the scenario. Scenario? The stage. Kicking the WHO awards, we have the best position paper, which goes to the United States of America. Our first verbal commendation goes to Egypt. Our second verbal commendation goes to Finland. honorable mention goes to India. Some excitement from India. Our honorable mention also goes to Spain. The outstanding delegate goes to Brazil. The second outstanding delegate goes to China. And lastly, the best delegate goes to France. France is on fire today. How lovely. Give it up for the World Health Organization. Thank you. Moving on, we invite the directors from UNEP. Tackling misconceptions, safety concerns, and the environmental impacts of nuclear energy. The first award goes for the best position paper to the delegation of Afghanistan. Our first verbal commendation goes to Canada. The second verbal commendation goes to Switzerland. There's some excitement for Switzerland. Moving on, we have an honorable mention that goes to Spain. There's also some excitement for Spain. Our next honorable mention goes to China. Moving on to the outstanding delegate, we have the delegation of Afghanistan. And lastly, shocker, what's going on today? The best delegate goes to France. France is on a roll. A big round of applause for UNEP. Moving on, we invite the directors from CCPCJ, addressing modern slavery and forced labor in the 21st century. The best position paper goes to the delegation of Nepal. Our first verbal commendation goes to Australia. The next verbal commendation goes to Japan. The next verbal commendation goes to South Africa. Our last verbal commendation goes to Thailand. Our first honorable mention goes to Russia. Our next honorable mention goes to the United Kingdom. Moving on, we have the UNHRC Committee on Protecting Online Rights and Privacy in the Age of Artificial Intelligence. Starting off the awards, the best position paper goes to Mexico. Our first verbal commendation goes to China. Our next verbal commendation goes to South Africa. Wait a minute, there's another verbal commendation that goes to Israel. Starting off with the honorable mentions. We have an honorable mention for the United Arab Emirates. There's another honorable mention that goes to Mexico. There's a lot of people in this committee. There's another honorable mention that goes to India. There's some excitement for India. Our first outstanding delegate goes to Brazil. Our second outstanding delegate goes to France. And lastly, but certainly not least, our best delegate goes to Russia. Please don't do that. Give it up for the UNHRC committee. Ahora hablamos en español porque el siguiente comité es OEA, Evaluación de la Gobernanza y Desafíos Democráticos del Modelo Bukele. Invitamos a las directoras a que suban al escenario. En primer lugar, tenemos el premio al mejor documento de postura oficial que va para Estados Unidos de América. La primera mención verbal va para Costa Rica. Nuestra mención honrosa va para Argentina. Tenemos otra mención honrosa para la delegación de México. Nuestro delegado sobresaliente va para El Salvador. Finalmente, el mejor delegado o delegada, no sé, de OEA va para Trinidad y Tobago. Por favor, demos una muy fuerte ronda de aplausos para OEA. A continuación tenemos PNUD, el Programa de Naciones Unidas para el Desarrollo. Invitamos a los directores a que suban al escenario. El premio al mejor documento de postura oficial va para Francia. Nuestra primera mención verbal va para Canadá. Siguiendo con las menciones verbales, tenemos otra para Australia. Nuestra primera mención honrosa va para Estados Árabes Unidos, United Arab Emirates. Emiratos Árabes Unidos. Gracias. Nuestra siguiente mención honrosa va para Francia. El delegado sobresaliente va para Sudáfrica. Y, finalmente, el mejor delegado va para Brasil. Un fuerte aplauso para PNUD. Now we switch back to English because we have the historical United Nations Security Council. We invite the directors from the Security Council to approach to the floor. First things first. The best position paper goes to France. Our first verbal commendation goes to the USSR. Our first honorable mention goes to India. There's some excitement for India. Our next honorable mention goes to Yugoslavia. Yugoslavia. Our outstanding delegate goes to Cuba. And lastly, the best delegate goes to the United States of America. Congratulations to the Security Council. Give it up for them. Moving on, we have my personal favorite of the evening, the Crisis Committee. We invite the directors from Crisis to the stage. Starting off, we have the best position paper, which goes to Pollux. The verbal commendation goes to President Alma Coyne. Our honorable mention goes to Commander Paylor. Our outstanding delegate goes to Finico Dare. Our next outstanding delegate goes to Joanna Mason. Lastly, our best delegate goes to Plutarch Heavensby. Give it up for the Hunger Games and the Crisis Committee. In theaters now. Now we have the Third Party Actors Committee. Kicking off the awards for the Third Party Actors Committee, the best position paper goes to Wall Street Journal. Our first verbal commendation goes to BBC. Moving forward, we have another verbal commendation that goes to The Economist. Our first honorable mention goes to the Wall Street Journal. Starting out the outstanding delegates, we have Al Jazeera. And lastly, the last award of the day goes to The Guardian. That was all for the awards for our delegates. But let's wait for the delegations to come up here. Sorry. Oops. My bad. Give it up for our press delegates. Now we're moving on for the delegation awards. Please, 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 if your delegation wins an award, only the faculty advisors from the school approach to the stage. We don't want 30 people here. So, I will leave you to Gia, which will introduce the outstanding small what? Todos? Ok, me informan vía microondas que para que suban todos los delegados, si pueden subir todos, no me hagan caso. Entonces, los dejo con Gia, que va a anunciar los premios de delegación.
Okay, so for outstanding small delegation, we have Cambridge College. Everyone can come up. Woo! Aplausos. Ahí se cae. Aplausos. ¡Wey! Now, moving on to best small delegation, we have el Colegio Italiano Antonio Raimondi. Congrats. Congrats, guys. Congrats. Now, moving on to the outstanding large delegation, it goes to Santa Maria. Woo!
I'm not gonna do that.
Congrats, applause. Finally, but not least important, the best large delegation goes to ISD. Congrats. Congrats, guys. Final round of applause for ISD. Congrats, everyone.
Okay. Before closing up Lord Byron Model United Nations 2023, we have a very special announcement. First of all, thank you all for coming, and we know you want to leave. But as it is tradition, each year, each closing ceremony, we announce the Secretary General for the next conference for in this case, 2024. In this case, Gia Muroya steps down as Secretary General, and our really amazing and beloved delegate, Hyunji Park, will serve as your Secretary General for Lord Byron Model United Nations 2024. Give it up for both Gia and Hyunji, please. They grow up so fast.
So finally, once again, we thank you all for coming to LBMUN 2023, and
we hope that we can see you next year in our fifth edition of Lord Byron Model United Nations. And so we would like to announce
the end of LBMUN 2023. Thank you.
Thank you. Bam! You can now go home and rest and celebrate your awards or eat candy while crying on your bed.